So we'll just record here. I guess. Well, my show is called The Small Sports Show. I don't know if you want to be a guest. Should we just call it a hot take?
I mean, this is not a hot take. This is a well thought out take from someone who watches the Warriors.
Okay, well, this is The Small Sports Show Extra. I'm here with Will, the biased Warriors fan. You can catch him every Wednesday on the Will and Phil Survivor podcast. He's also a diehard Warriors fan, and he's going to give me a take. He's going to give us a take on this incredible game won by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They won the game last night. Westbrook, awful first half, incredible second half. Kevin Durant, 10 of 30, and they still pulled it out. And like I told you, on the road,
yeah, they were great.
And a big thing was, Will, I'm gonna hit you hard right now. I told you that the rebounds and the size of Cantor and Adams were gonna be an issue. Will, I want to hear your take on why the Warriors have lost and why I think this series might be in trouble for the Warriors. Let's hear it.
I don't think we're in too much trouble. We win game 2, series tied 1-1, have the momentum going in. So I'm not worried about the series. But I've seen the Warriors play, over,
70 games?
Well, and last season too with the same system, same players, Kerr coaching. And I have never seen them this frazzled. Well, maybe game 2 of the finals last year, and we don't play well frazzled. And you could see that they felt pressure. And for a team that won 73 games, you don't expect this.
Right.
And you have the Rockets series, 5-game series, Blazers. And look, the Blazers are a good team. They put up a good fight.
Right.
We didn't have Curry for 2 of those games. Okay, that's 5-game series. We haven't felt that pressure at all. So you could tell late in the fourth, last time we played a game that intense, where there's so much on the line, that hasn't happened in a while. And I think we adjust. We take that pressure. We get used to it. We build on it. Look, this team's been in the finals before. They've won the championship before. Same group of guys. Not worried at all. They'll be right back at it with game 2.
And one.
So you're giving Oklahoma City absolutely zero credit for shutting down the Splash Brothers. And
when did I say that?
It's all the Warriors' fault. The Oklahoma played great defense, better defense than they played all in the regular season. The size of Cantor, Adams, and Ibaka.
They did a tremendous job.
Ibaka showed up finally. Ibaka played a game. Curry and Thompson were your 2 leading rebounders. That's an issue. That's a huge issue. You're losing the offensive rebounds, and Oklahoma won the free throw battle, and they won the turnover battle. Curry had 7 turnovers. What happened?
The defense was tremendous. What I'm saying is a lot of that has to do with us not being used to the situation. And look, I will give the Thunder all the credit, but if we can play against that same tough defense and still win, and we can win by double digits. So I'm
double digits. You
think we can't win by double digits in game 2 or game 3 or any other game?
The postseason is very different. You're playing the same team 7 times within 2 weeks. Billy Donovan has already proven he can adjust. He beat Greg Popovich. He outcoached Popovich.
Right, and just like how
he outcoached Kerr last night.
And just like how the Spurs beat them by 30 in game 1, and then 1-6. I think the Warriors can do something very similar. And Steve Kerr has been great at adjustments. The 2 years he's been coaching, and it's not the longest time, but he's been great at that. And the Warriors, they have more depth. And if this series goes 6, goes 7, which it likely will, that depth, that just having more guys ready, more guys well rested to just be able to, fight and battle, and who have been in the playoffs before, I think that's a huge advantage.
Well, here's my point. You disagreed with me before we went on air. Is that Steph Curry got tired? I believe he got tired chasing Russell Westbrook around. Russell Westbrook has infinite motor. That guy does not get tired.
He may have gotten a bit tired, but I'm sticking with this, that you give the Warriors that same situation again. We're not going to play that foul. You look, it was like 3 minutes left, 4 minutes left. We're just all over the place. We're turning the ball over. We're driving to the hoop. Klay Thompson's making silly passes, or even Curry's driving when he doesn't need to drive. A lot of balls that just were hanging up on the rim that didn't fall, and 1 or 2 of those goes, then maybe we're having a different conversation. But that entire last 7, pretty much down to the end, we were not playing Warriors basketball, and if we play Warriors basketball, we beat this team. And I think that's what we'll do.
So for game 2, you're predicting, which is tomorrow, you're predicting a Warriors victory by double digits.
I'm saying it's possible double digits. I'll say likely we win by anywhere from 6 to 10, giving, if there's fouling at the end, the final score is not always indicative of how
Correct.
dominant a team is. So somewhere, I'll say 8 points will be the prediction. 8-point win at Oracle for the Warriors.
Oklahoma City showed me everything on why I should pick them to win this series. They decided that they're not going to play the Warriors style. That they're going to. This is styles make fights. Styles make fights, especially in basketball. Big man versus run and gun. Oklahoma City dominated with their style.
It's one game. And I think we play small ball against those bigs, and we do that the rest of the series. I think we still win.
Definitely have to make adjustments, though.
Of course. That's part of coaching. That's part of a series. That's part of the playoffs. And we were down 2-1 against Memphis, and those games weren't even like
2-1 against Cleveland as well.
2-1 against Cleveland. I mean, but especially the one in Memphis, where we lose game 2 at home, and then we lose another game, at Memphis, and they played the same style where they had their bigs and they were dominating us on the boards, and then we rattle off, 3 straight wins.
This Oklahoma City team is definitely way more talented.
Of course, but we're only down 1. I mean, we're not 2-1 yet. We're at 1 game, and
that's it.
If we win 1 game on the road at OKC, assuming we win game 2, which that is an assumption. It's not guaranteed. And we're right back in. So.
Well, that's going to do it for us. That's our quick take on Game 1 of Oklahoma City. Leave some comments below. Who do you think is going to win Game 2? And what do you think? Whose side are you taking on this debate? I may even go as far as to pick Oklahoma City to win Game 2. From what I saw, they didn't even play that great, and they still won. But that's it from us. This is Will. You can catch him on the Survivor Podcast every Wednesday. Sorry, we're out of time here, Will. We got stuff to do here. We have Gus, our third man here in the bullpen over here.
I didn't mention the absolute cold shooting. I know that has a lot to do with the Oklahoma defense, but I'm not blaming that loss completely on the cold shooting. I think we played very, very frazzled, pressured ball that we have not played in a very, very long time.
Definitely a lot of rush shots. We'll be back here after Game 2. And we will see where the Warriors and Thunder are at. Until then, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And thanks for listening.